الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله.
We became very good friends, and I learned a lot about Islam from her. And it was never, you know, I wasn't really like before going to the masjid or the mosque and inquiring for myself. You know, Islam just came to me now, and you know, I became friends with her and a few other girls at school, and she would often invite me, you know, to her house, and I learned so much about Islam. You know, the character of a Muslim, and you know, and also I found very interesting was that she actually memorized the Quran, which was like, to me, just a book at the time, and it was like word for word she memorized it, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I wanted to know, like, what was in this book? You know, what was so amazing about a book that someone would memorize word for word? And, you know, there's just so many things that, you know, that amazed me. And being around a Muslim person, a practicing Muslim person, do you see the beauty of Islam? And I don't know how to sum that up or give you one particular point, but you know, I would go to her home and I would see how she would interact, how she would dress, how she would eat, even how she prayed. I mean, I was out with them numerous times where she would, you know, say, oh, Crystal, you know what, I have to go pray. I have to find a place to pray. I found that amazing. Like, you're just going to stop and it was winter time, you know, freezing, you know. And they were just a big support for me, especially at the time when I had nobody, you know. And to be honest, I still wasn't interested in converting to Islam at all. I just said, nice religion, but not for me. So, after I had my daughter, I started realizing, like, what am I going to teach my daughter? Like, what am I going to teach my daughter? Like, how am I going to grow my daughter up? I'm going to cry because it's emotional. So, anyway, and the guy, he never came back. So I didn't really know how to, you know, raise this beautiful baby that I had. So, and I remember back to how Celia was and how her parents raised her, and I just saw this, you know, another way of living, right, other than my way, which was basically just you live and you do whatever you like in this world. You want to do this, you go do it. There's no direction in life. So I decided to look more into Islam at that point on my own, you know. So Celia now got pregnant, and she started working at the masjid, just not far from here. And I said, well, Celia, I'm going to pop over, and, you know, every day, because I was home with my daughter, and I said, let me just come over and, you know, we'll talk about the Quran. I want to know more about it. It was hard. It was hard to find the concept of, you know, what is God. And from these experiences that I had at the masjid, I came to realize that there was a God. And, you know, one day I decided, you know, to go to the mosque. My daughter was 6 months at this point, and I was there and I was in the room, and, you know, like, I was serious. I really wanted to know about this religion before I converted, because I never was baptized before. I never had any, you know, conversion to any religion. So I wanted to find out, you know, really, was this for me, you know. And from there, I was there one day, just, you know, like every other day, just visiting her in the office and talking about Islam and God and who He was, and, you know, what Islam can offer me and my daughter. And so one day there was a funeral of a baby girl, and from there I just thought, life's so short, you know, like, you have to really make a decision about where you're going.